Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kayla, and here we love to talk about all things luxury and high-end makeup and beauty. So today I have 4 out of the 5 new Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow palettes. So if you want to see swatches, some comparison swatches, as well as how I created this eye look, then just keep watching. First up, we have the Muse palette. And from left to right, so I actually had to go on her website because I think mine was actually packaged wrong. Like the colors were put in wrong, but this is from top to bottom, left to right. So first we have Tea Room, which is a velvet. Tomorrow's Party, which is satin metallic. Vintage Mulberry, which is a deep plum brown. Love in Venice, which is a luminous shade. Cherubim, which is a velvet. And Taffeta Fan, which is a luster. So pretty. Let me kind of create a shadow so you can see a little bit more. So pretty. All right, so next we have Vega. And from left to right, we have French Gray, which is a velvet. Smoke and Mirrors, which is a seamless matte. Moon Swirl, which is a metallic. Oh my God. Turbulence, which is a seamless matte. Supernova, which is luminous, and Lamp Black, which is a seamless matte. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. So I switched arms on you. The next we have the Myth palette. So from left to right, we have Nocturama, which is a velvet. Illusionism, which is a top coat. I know it's really hard to see, but it is there. Mauve Decade, which is a velvet. Faded Amethyst, which is a metallic. Victorian Trim, which is a velvet. And then Violet Stone, which is also a velvet. Stunning again. So let me go ahead and swatch a few shades from the Tom Ford Violet Satine, just to kind of show you some comparisons, because I do think that they're very similar. Okay, so as compared to Violet Satine, so the Myth palette from Lisa Eldridge is on the top, and then on the bottom is the Tom Ford Violet Satine. So these two topper shades are basically identical, honestly, like almost identical. These two, so this is from the Lisa Eldridge, and then this is from the Tom Ford. The Lisa Eldridge is a little bit deeper, and the Tom Ford's a little bit lighter and maybe more purpley. And then the two matte shades from the Tom Ford palette, these two are basically like the two from Lisa Eldridge with a little bit of this matte shade mixed in. I hope that that makes sense, and I hope that it's picking up, but I don't think you need both of them. I think you could get the exact same look. So if you have one, I do not think that you need the other. Last but certainly not least, we have Sorcery. So from left to right, we have Troubadour, which is a seamless matte. Grotto, which is a metallic. Madrigal, which is a metallic. Mercurial, which is a luminous duo. Mage, which is a metallic. And Swan Song, which is a metallic. I mean, is that not absolute perfection? Okay, so I'm gonna create a look today using the Sorcery palette, hence the green aesthetic that I have going on, just because I love green eyeshadow, so this is the one that I wanna create a look with today. I will, over on my Instagram, post looks with the other palettes. So if you're not following me over there, be sure to do so. It's at beautybykaylak. But I'm gonna first go in with this Madrigal shade up here with a Sonia G Classic Crease Brush. And I'm just gonna work it into my crease. I know this is not, you know, the typical way of doing things because it's not a matte in your crease. But you know what? I just wanna have fun with this palette because I really love the color story, so that's what we're gonna do. And you know, makeup is fun and you can do whatever you want with it, so that's what we're doing. So I have just really been loving these palettes. I think that out of the 4 that I purchased, I think that probably my least favorite is the Muse palette, just because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's like not quite as shimmery enough, but I think that if you got it and mixed it with some of these other shades because they are available as singles as well, I think that maybe it would be prettier. But I mean, if you're kind of like a more muted kind of, I guess, neutral person that doesn't like a ton of shimmer like this, then the Muse would be beautiful. Okay, so that's stunning. I mean, I didn't expect any less, but it's really, really beautiful. And I didn't have to use a lot of product and it just looks so pretty. So let me go add it to the other eye. All right, so that was just effortless. Again, in an effort to use all of effort. How many times am I gonna say that word? It starts sounding weird. So in an effort to use all of these shades, I'm gonna go in next with this middle shade up here called Grotto with a BK Beauty and Angie Hot and Flashy A502 brush. And I'm just gonna work that more like directly into my crease. I don't know, this could be like a disaster, but we're just gonna go for it. So I'm picking some up. I mean, my goal was to kind of deepen the like direct crease up a little bit, but oh, okay, it is. It's, oh my God, it's creating like this beautiful emerald kind of color. Ooh. Oh my God, that's so pretty. So just going back in with that brush that I used in that first shade, Madrigal, and kind of buffing it out a little bit. I didn't pick up any more product. Okay, see how compared to this eye, when I added that Grotto shade, it created more of like an emerald. So pretty. Gonna go add it to the other eye. All right, so now I'm gonna go into the one matte shade in the palette called Troubadour with a Sonia G mini booster, and I'm just gonna add that to the outer corner. So I got more of those metallic shades on my lid than I wanted to, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. So this is probably not picking up quite as pigmented as it would if I wouldn't have gotten that all over my lid, but that's okay. It's so pretty. All right, so I ended up just adding it to the other eye as well. It's so beautiful. So I think instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Swan Song shade and just kind of add it to the middle of my lid. We'll see how that works. So we're just gonna take it and I'm just gonna kind of add it to, we're just gonna be a full-on peacock today, and I am here for it. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm just adding it to the center of my lid. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. That's one of the metallic shades. It's such a gorgeous metallic blue. It looks more metallic and less shimmery, again, because I got way too much of that other on my lid. I could clean it off, but I kind of like what I have going here. So let me add that Swan Song to the other eye and then I will be back. Okay, so last but certainly not least, I think this is probably my favorite shade in the entire collection that she came out with. I'm gonna go in with this Mercurial shade. It is a duochrome beautiful goodness, and I'm gonna add that to the remaining inner portion of my eyelid, just using my finger. And I feel like this shade could be used with any of the shades in her collection because it is a duochrome, so it picks up whatever it's next to, and it's so gorgeous. So I'm gonna go finish up my look. I'm gonna use Lisa Eldridge's foundation, of course, and then I'm actually going to apply her new Sorcery liner and lipstick, which, spoiler alert, I'm obsessed, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts. All right, so here is the finished look. I ended up taking that last shade in the palette, Mage, and adding it to my inner corners, and It's just so beautiful. I just feel like a peacock goddess, and it is just so beautiful. So overall, I really love these palettes. I think that they're so beautiful, so versatile. I have to say, I think that the mattes are probably my favorite formula, just because they're, like I said, they're that type of matte where you can sheer it out, just add like a light layer, pop it on and go, or you can build it up to be more opaque. And I just love that in a matte formula. I've been like during the day just taking one of the matte shades and just putting it all over my lid, buffing it into my crease, and then taking one of the shimmers specifically from this Vega palette and just popping it on and going like this shade up here, this French gray. Oh my God, it is just stunning for like an all over lid and crease color, and then taking this shade Supernova and putting it on top. It's just really beautiful. And I love that you can pop the shades out and like mix and match them. So say you just wanted to take one of these with you when you're traveling, but you wanted a few shades from one palette and a few shades from another palette, you can just pop them in here. So I love the compact. I think that the compact is just so luxurious and so beautiful. It's got a little magnetic closure. Overall, I am just very impressed. Like, I think my least favorite is probably Muse, just because I feel like, yes, these shades are, don't get me wrong, these mattes, these 3 matte shades, chef's kiss perfection. So I just feel like even though this one is considered like a luminous shade, it just ended up not looking very like shimmery on my lids. But for, like I said, for like an everyday, and if you're not a big fan of like this full on like glitter moment that's in the Sorcery palette, then I think you would really enjoy this. The only one that I didn't pick up is the Cinnabar, which I know it's kind of shocking considering like with my hair and skin tone, I probably honestly at some point will be picking it up. Just because I love Lisa Eldridge. I love her products. I'm wearing the Sorcery lip liner and lipstick on my lips. New favorite shade, hands down. Y'all know I've raved about her lipsticks in the past. I think that these eyeshadows are really beautiful. Do I think you need all of them? No, I don't. If you like one of them and then there's a few other shades, just pick up the little refills in the palette. But overall, I am very impressed. I'm not mad that I bought 4 out of 5. Like I said, I will probably buy the 5th one as well. But I love them, and yeah, I'm not disappointed at all. I definitely have been using these every day since I got them and will continue to be using them. So let me know in the comment section down below if you picked any of these up. If so, which ones? Do you love them too? And as always, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of our little fam here on YouTube. And if you're not following me over on Instagram and TikTok, it's at beautybykaylak. I'd love to see you over there too. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!